All right. Morning, everybody. Thank you, Bishak, for putting in your points towards our special treat for Sora. So with that, we are starting with Sora on the floor. She's just hanging out. She's a good pup. She doesn't know quite what to do with herself yet. It's not warm enough outside. I mean, it is warm enough outside, but she keeps going back and forth. She can't tell if she wants to be out there or in here. I don't quite know. So we got Puppers actually doing assistant work today, so she's hanging out with me. All right, we'll check. Yup, that's charging correctly. Doing her best. She is. She's doing her best. Doing her best work. She's just a Puppers, but she's the best assistant Puppers I know. One of these days we'll just have to do an all Puppers stream where we just have her and I just follow her around for the day. That sound like fun? We just hang out and see what she's up to for the day. I could do that with Patch too, but the problem is he just lays in his bed all day, so it's not. There she goes. You're just chilling. This is what we call dead dog. Now she's a dead dog on the floor. She's just close enough that every time she hears me talk or say something like that, she's looking over here. Rest in peace. My goodness. Hey, she's comfortable. She's happy. Sunny is lurking in the shadows. And the side eye is killing you. Oh yeah, that's very typical for huskies. She uses it very efficiently. Bishak is lurking in the shadows too. Currently getting caught up with anime. I'm behind on 5 shows. There's no twerk. As I say, all the new shows start up in October, so better get moving. I'm twerking, Bishak. I'm twerking. Your command has made me twerk. Is that what you were looking for? I'm pretty sure that's what you're looking for, right? So much twerking going on. I started Assassination Classroom, not sure if I like it yet. It's a good one. That's one that people talk about a lot, that it's got a really good stuff in it. I think I made it to the end of the first season, and then life happened, or close to the end of the first season. I haven't gone back and watched the rest of it yet. Just finished 3 so far, got 2 episodes to go on Shield Hero. That's another one where I started that one, got pretty far. I think I watched through the second season. And, boy, my microphone is peeking out a lot. And I just kind of lost interest a little bit. I just I don't, it felt like they were trying to string it along too much. Wasn't a lot going on. Maybe when I go back and finish at some point, but it's on the reserve list right now. A Shield Hero about the girl who puts all her stats in defense. No, that one's another good one. That's Bofuri, I believe. And I think the name of that one is I put all my stats into defense. Bofuri, yeah. Bofuri. It's all about the syllables. You got to do 2, 2, 2, and then Bofuri. The girl is Maple, yes, and she rides a giant turtle. And she's OP as fuck. I like that one. That was a good one. I like the lighthearted stuff. I like to dance between the more serious stuff, more action stuff. I like to bounce between those and then like classroom dramas or different other fun shows and stuff like that. So like I got to the end of My Dress Up Darling this week, or last week, whenever the last episode was, last Saturday. I got that one finished for now. And I got a couple other ones finished. Let me look real quick. So I was like, I needed something to do yesterday. And so I started the one about the rocks, or the geology one. The Ruri Rocks. I'm already 5 episodes in, but I finished My Dress Up Darling, Welcome to the Outcasts Restaurant, Dan 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 Dan. Those are the ones I did this season. I kind of missed some other stuff, but yeah, I started Ruri Rocks because I wanted a little bit more something lighthearted, sciencey, fun, kind of help with some research and stuff I was doing for illustrations on my book and stuff like that. I finished Dr. Stone this morning. Oh yeah, that's another one I need to go back and watch. That was another one that felt like they were stretched out too far. A little bit. Interesting. Let's see. Let me go back up here. She's supposed to be defense as a tank, but she's actually a monster. Yes, well, she turns into a monster sometimes too. Interesting, I saw TikToks on it and it seems so funny. It is. It's really funny. Like, that's a good one. Bofuri is definitely a up there for me anime. Yeah, like it's a good time one. Like, it's not super serious. You're not gonna... It's a little enjoyment piece, right? A little fun guy. I've still got half to go in Cold in the Night Season 2. I don't know about that one. I feel like they set it up to keep it going, Dr. Stone. Yeah, that's what it felt like after the second one. Like, I wanted, and this is partially just me and watching shows and getting into stuff, is that I do want part of it to end at some point. Like, I don't want a One Piece where it just keeps going and going and going and going forever. Like, even with my book series here, like, I have a plan for the end. There's an option for offshoots or other connection pieces to it, but like the part of the Stitch Tales stuff, it's got, I want it to have a resolution or a piece where it kind of wraps things up a little bit in a certain way. But no, it's one of those things, like I feel if things go on forever, like I don't know what more stories you can tell or how many more times Goku can power up. Like, I don't know what that does for it. I have plans for other stories myself. Like, I have some more books that I want to work on and do in different stories to create. So to get stuck writing the same thing forever, it kind of seems hard in that way. Set it up well with this season. I mean, I like the idea of why Man and the roadmap to get there is starting to shape up, I feel like. I don't know, I haven't watched the seasons yet. I got to the one where they found the island. They made the boat. They found the island with the people that had the stone where they could like toss it and cause people to be petrified. I saw those episodes and how they had to infiltrate that base and were trying to figure stuff out. I saw those. Okay, yeah, I didn't finish that one, so I was close, but did not finish. Kind of in that same. I'm stuck in a lot of that. I did send. I sent my daughter. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Fall 2025 anime. It's a 17-page list of all the animes coming here shortly in October. So stuff I'm looking forward to is Spy Family Season 3. May I ask one final thing? It's about a girl who's like a princess or whatever like that, but she likes to beat the shit out of people. That one looks interesting. What else is there? My Hero Academia final season. Probably gonna have to watch that because I've seen all the other ones. One Punch Man season 3 is coming. To Your Eternity season 3 is coming. Like those are 3 huge ones right there. Some other ones I'm interested in, but I'm not sure if I'm pulling the trigger in. Let's see, what other ones? What did I see that I need to continue that I started before? Oh yeah, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill Season 2. That one is going to be good. I gave up on Let This Grieving Soul Retire. Maybe that's not it. That might be something different. That might be something new. Never mind. There's another one that I was just like, oh, this is dumb. What other ones are on here? Oh yeah, Ranma half 1/2. Let's see. I thought there was another one of it. There's so many. There's 17 pages and there's 4 per page. Yeah, there's a lot of series coming. Like, I'm shocked at all the different ones that are coming. And I know they're going to be spread out across the different media sites, but try to pick up the ones that I can. Oh, I think if I get to it, Star Wars Visions 3 is coming out, but I don't know about that one. I am interested in the Disney Twisted Wonderland, the animation. That one looks interesting, where they're like villains that are teaching classes in a isekai world, but it's all anime. That one looks interesting. I'll give it a shot. Oh yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan. That next one is coming out. I'm gonna watch that. I think those are the ones I've got on my docket at the moment, but Grieving Soul. Yeah, yeah, Spy Family. Finally, I'd like another season of Hollow. Yeah, that one might be a little further out. Campfire. Yeah, there's a bunch. Like, if there's 17, like I have there's 17 images. 17 times 4. There's 68 different series on that list. Like it's crazy. There's a lot to look at and go through and check out and stuff like that. So I wonder if I could bring that up for you guys to see. Hold on. We'll do a little playtime here before we get into serious work stuff. I might be able to show this. Hold on. Please hold. We'll go through a bunch of these. Okay, so I should be able to... Properties. Let's pick Safari. I don't think this will be bad. It might. We'll see. I'll probably have to do it. You know what? Hold on. Oop, that's wrong. Oop, that's wrong too. Nope. I'm trying to crop it, but it's not letting me crop it. Well, I don't know if there's any pertinent information on here or not, but yeah, maybe we won't do that. Oshinoko get the 3rd season next year. Yeah, same with Frieren. Like, I missed Bunny Senpai completely this season. I watched the first episode and I wanted to keep watching it, but I was like, I just wasn't feeling, something was off about it. It didn't feel right. Something was, I don't know what it was. Like I said, it feels like sometimes they push to make more seasons on something and they probably shouldn't. They probably should have kept it or finished after the first. Yeah, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, that one. I'm only on the 2nd episode of season 2, like I didn't keep going with that. I really want to finish Rent-A-Girlfriend, but I hate the protagonist, the dude, so freaking much that it's painful to watch. Like, I feel like I'm torturing myself watching that one. Oh my god, he's the worst. He's just freaking awful. Like, I can't explain how much I hate his character. Like, it's bad. Usually I can, like, get through stuff. This is one of those ones where I'm like, I can't get past his just incessant whining and douchebaggery. Like, it just, like, at some points he mans up and does the right fucking thing, and then just 95% of the rest of it, he's just awful character. It's too freaking bad. I'm invested in all of the other characters that I actually want to know about and like I feel for, like the girl that lost her grandma and stuff like that. It's like, that's a freaking good story. Like, I want to know about that stuff. I want to know about the girl that doesn't talk very much, and stuff like that. Like, I'm interested in their stories, and his story where he's just the sniveling dipshit is terrible. And I'd hate to be frank about that and then say bad things, but man, they wrote him bad. He's a bad character. He's a bad character. So those are what I've got going on, what I'm looking forward to here. Depending on how those all go and what's happening else, I may try to add in a couple more. It just kind of depends. Kind of depends on what's going on, what's the plan, what time I have, what time I feel like I have, that kind of stuff. I'm like, just step up, dude. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad. Like, it hurts me to even think about it, how bad it is. Am I stuck here? Weird. And I hate this sentence and I hate saying it, but I just like, man up, dude. Like, and I hate saying that sentence because I don't believe that at all in how that sentence is supposed to be used, but for fuck's sake, like, stop being a sniveling tart and just well, he's wishy-washy about everything. Like, it's everything. Yeah, exactly. I kind of like him, but him being wishy-washy about his decisions has me going, step up, dude. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, is like, if it happens every once in a while, like if he makes a little wishy-washy thing, that's fine, but it's every episode, and it's intense. Like, it's not a little bit of wishy-washy, it's a lot. No, that's the thing. That's the crazy part. Is like, I want to root for him because I'm like, the intention that he has is, I believe is genuine in that. And I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. But then then the wishy-washy comes in, and then he's just being led by his, manhood. And it's like, God damn it, dude. Like, also get rid of the blonde chick, because the blonde chick makes me angry as shit too. I'm gonna go let the dog out real quick because she just rang the bell. We'll switch over to live assistant cam real quick. I'll be right back. And she slow walked out that door. Like, he wants to be with, Chizuru, and like actually cares about her, but he just keeps ending up in these situations. Well, I mean, he's got a girlfriend who actually is like, wants to be good to him, and like he agreed to that, but and I get it that it's a harem style anime, but at the same time, it's like, oh, there she is. She's back. It's so bad. I hate Mammy. Oh, Mammy's just... I progressively have gotten to the point where I loathe this. Yeah. She was forced upon him, though. Yeah. Those are the things that bother me. It's like him being the way he is in a lot of different ways. And like, I was hopeful for him when he started doing the movie thing for her, and I felt like, okay, there may be some progression in his character and the stuff like that. And it's just like, I'm gonna tell her, and I'm like, oh cool, we're gonna get to that point. And then we started this season, and he went back to being douche canoe. I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, we didn't make any progress here. Jesus. Ruka was nice, but she's forced onto him, and she just won't take no for an answer. Is forcing it now herself as well. Yeah. No, but I like even her character. Like, there's something that she's striving for, and I get that. And it had to do with that, whatever that test was thing that she had in the first season, the heart rate thing. So like, I get that there are women like that. There are people like that. That's how they need to be able to understand love and stuff like that. But at the same time, and she's been fairly like that part. I don't know, the jealousy part, the what's the word? Possessive part of her, like, the weird, now that I think about it, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of essentially they're giving us real life relationship kind of situations. We've got the one girl that doesn't really want him or wants to keep her job, very job-oriented family. We have the one that is looking for love but doesn't quite understand what that looks like or how that feels or what it is, but she's going to try anyways to hold on to it however she can. We've got the one that did date him that doesn't really like him at all and could care less and was just kind of using him at one point. And then we have the silent one, which is the pink-haired one that's kind of just like the friend, the confidant, and then we have, I guess, the fifth one, which is his next door neighbor, the streamer girl, that is his protege or wingman in that way. Maybe that's what I gotta look at it like. It's just they're just kind of like microcosms that they're playing with in this story. But man, they are so sharp. They are rough to mix together. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was trying to set him up. She knows the secrets and everything. And then now I'm like, ugh, with Chizuru because she isn't being honest with herself, right? Ruka's nice, but she's forced onto him and she just... Oh, yeah, that's the one I read. It's a weird series. Like, it hits on some emotional beats that I'm like, okay, I can definitely get behind this. And then other times it feels like they're really... And I've not been in the dating... You've heard some of the stories we've talked about on the podcast and stuff like that. I've not been in a dating scene for ever and ever. Like even when I was younger, I did not understand how to date or do dating things in that way. So I am by no means a understanding member of any of that. But it does feel very like microcosm style of dating world stuff. Like they just need to throw in well, I guess technically he is using an app for it. That's what he uses to schedule his dates with her or whatever. Less bright. That's definitely going to wash it a little bit. Maybe that's what I want. I want this to be more rich. No. She's very work-oriented and isn't about to let herself feel it. Yeah. I feel like it hits because I think these are all things we can see in life. And that's the funny part is like, I recognize the microcosm that I think they're trying to hit in that series. And I'm like, okay, so I think this really is indicative of, current world setup for dating and stuff like that. Y'all would have to confirm or deny how that actually works. Like I said, I've been married for almost 20 years now, so I don't know. I missed that part of. I don't want to say not like missed like, oh, I should have been in. Like I didn't. By the time me and Mrs. Tahoe were together, or during that time when we got together, we just barely got cell phones. Like Mrs. Tahoe didn't have a cell phone until we went to college, and my parents were gracious enough to put her on our plan. Like her parents never even got her a cell phone when we were in all the way up until the end of high school. We had to do that first year of college when I moved in with her. So, like, the circumstances of us understanding the current world and how dating works, we were flabbergasted about it. We have no freaking clue. Not that. Too close to his colors. I want to do a yellow color, so I have an idea here. I might have to change some of these markings, but they might work. Yeah, you'd have to tell me, Sunny, what on your experience, based off your experience, does that feel like that's indicative of your experience doing dating and your experiences in life in the world? I need to know. For science. Oh, I didn't realize that was a gradient. Which means I messed this up. Oops. I've only dated once, and since then I haven't really dated, although I do know the feeling of having multiple crushes. Lol. Fair. I know, and this is a long time ago. This is 23 years ago. 24, almost 25 years ago. Yeah, because we're almost 26. That long ago, when I first was when I was in high school and stuff like that, my experiences with dating and stuff like that, like I had several girls that were interested in me at one point, and like navigating that sphere I can't imagine Tahoe having Riz. I did not. I had zero. That's the funny part. How I got to where I am, I have no idea. You'd have to listen to the podcast episodes to see how we got to this point, but I was the quiet, shy kid that nobody really wanted to pay attention to back in the day. At least that's my take on it. Do I need 4? I need 4 of these. Okay, let me see. Okay, there we go. Oh, I definitely don't have Riz either. Yeah, I was super shy and super religious. Oh, interesting. Now I'm just shy and stinky. God damn it, Bishak. Shy and stinky, huh? I think I definitely want to make this a little... I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. And I may have to move them one step over. Yeah, let's do that. I think I went too fast. We'll start. Whoops, that's not the one. Let's go ahead and save that so we can make sure. This one should be more of a yellow. I was trying to come up with an idea. These are my repeating pages in my story, and what I was trying to accomplish was do a progression where we go from that green color to a yellow color to an orange color, getting towards a red color. So we're increasing the interest or the color across these. Like, it's becoming more and more intense as we're getting to the point where our character pops out of the box up here, this red one. So that's kind of the idea, is we're going to do like a little bit yellow or green here, a yellow here, an orange here, maybe another type of orange, and like kind of feather these out a little bit. Yellow, orange, reddish, in that way. So we got kind of that greenish yellow. We got yellow. This would be lighter orange. Let's save this one real quick. Oops. Get back in there. We're not done with you yet. Oh, I've definitely always been shy growing up. I'm pretty sure I'm on the autism spectrum. You'd have to go get tested for that. I don't know. I hear they have pills for that now. You could be cured. You too could be one of the cured. That's not what I want. Let's keep that there real quick. I feel like that yellow is still too intense. Be right back taking a Tylenol. I was diagnosed with ADD and ADHD, which is part of the spectrum, I believe. Also diagnosed with Ligma. Yeah, that Ligma is a serious condition, I hear. No, the funny part is my son has some of those tendencies. We've thought about getting him tested on those things. He hasn't wanted or hasn't been interested in part of that. And we were just like, it doesn't really matter to us in certain aspects. It doesn't change anything. But I don't want to make that darker. If I make it too bright though, it'll I know, lick my balls. I know, I got you. Got him. You ain't got me. but it has questioned me and what, if I should get tested for some of that as well, because I did grow up with learning disabilities. I was in the classes, like, you have to remember in the 90s, this was, if you had anything wrong with you, if you had a speech impediment or couldn't pay attention in class, they grouped you all together with all the special kids and put you somewhere else. And since like my reading and writing and stuff like that was super, super slow, I got lumped in there. But I do notice a lot of times that I can like hyper focus on things, which is not necessarily on that spectrum, but there are. I went to speech therapy in elementary. Yeah, see, that was part of it. That was part of my high school and stuff like that. But they put you in the class with everybody else that had mild to severe disabilities. Everybody that had something went into a class together. They just classified us all as the same, like something's wrong with you and we're just going to put you all together. But I remember like taking the tests and stuff that they had us take, and I may have talked about this on the podcast or anything else like that before, but the story goes is they bring you in and they do a one-on-one evaluation with you, and they have all of these little tests and things and stuff that they can do. And they test me on like math and reading and memory and stuff like that. And they always would trip me up. But they're like, okay, so we have a sequence of numbers. There are 3 numbers. We need you to remember them and say them back in order. I was like, okay, cool. I could do three numbers in order. Remember those, that's fine. I could do 4. It gets a little dicey at 4. And then when I got to like 5 and everything after that, then I would start to forget or not be able to have recognition of ones in between. So they're like, by where you're at in this is like, you should be able to get to 5 numbers like that. It should start dropping off somewhere around 7. So you're definitely, there's some memory issues and things like that with recognition and patterns and certain things, or with reading this stuff and cognitively holding on to it in that space. It's like, okay, cool. Like, okay, let's move on to the visual part of it. Okay, so here's a picture of these blocks, these colored blocks in a pattern. And what I'm going to do is, this is the picture of it. Here are the blocks, and they're all mixed together randomly. I need you to put the blocks together in the shape of the image that I just presented to you. And I'm going to time you to see how fast you can do that. And by the time she would reach over and grab her stopwatch and look back, I would have it done. And she'd be like, oh, well, shit. Okay, let's do another one. And I would do those like so fast. Like, she was, by the time we were done with that test, she was just like, okay, well, you did all of the cards. Most people don't get through all of them or stumble or struggle on some of those. So you are definitely highly visually brained in this way, as far as like words, reading, and being able to do those things. That's where you are severely lacking and stuff like that. So you definitely belong in our class. I'm like, crap. Okay. But essentially, like, if you look at schools now, or even just how the definitions of all of those things are put together nowadays, how much more we know about all of that stuff, like comparatively, like I would have way different diagnosis now if I had gone through the process than I did back then. And they just kind of lumped us all together as not necessarily the dumb kids, but the kids struggling with school, struggling with all of that stuff. So, but if you did not pass their quote unquote test or be able to accomplish the stuff that they had in there, it didn't matter which end of the spectrum you were. If you struggled in one of those, like my friend who had a speech impediment stuff, like, because he struggled with that, boom, he's in that class. the kid with cerebral palsy and stuff like that who was in a wheelchair, boom, he's in that class. Like there was no way to determine or, be like, oh, you need this type of special learning and education and help with these type of things. It was just all, you all are together now. I was like, damn my Bobby. So like I was definitely way more high functioning than a lot of the other students that I was in there with, for sure. Not saying I didn't need to be there, but at the same time, it was almost more of a disservice what they were, because they lumped us all together. That connotation of what you are and your capabilities really hurt in a lot of ways. So really made that a lot worse. It didn't help. If they felt like they had to dumb everything down because all of us were in there, then they were doing a disservice to all of us, unfortunately. Okay, let's do... How much is speech therapy in elementary? Yeah. Also didn't help that I was in a small school with only, 200 students in my graduating class, plus or minus 200 graduating seniors. So, like, the ability to help kids that were struggling with things, like there was not really much services there, not much going on as far as, how that worked. Let's see. She's not there. Where is she? You turned in your points, Sonny. Shall we go find her? We're pretty close to our break, but we can go find her. Let me go see if we can find her with the mobile camera. Did you catch it? Did you see my wave out there? There you go. There she is. Oh, no, that's not ladylike, Sora. Dang it. No. Oh. I saw the reflection of the wave. There we go. Turn in your points to get a shot of the puppers to see what she's up to. She's hanging out in the grass. The fake grass that she loves. She can run around on it and not tear it up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Only Paws. Your number one stop for all the paws action. Do you like paws on paws? Do you like 4 paws? I was thinking of some other ones that were a little bit more sensual, and I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that far. We're not going to go that far. Come on, you can do it. Export. Okay, we got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before our first break time here. We are going to export some stuff. Let's go ahead and replace that one. And we're going to put that back into our template to make sure and see how that works. Export, place, okay. Export as, oh, that's correct. We want to put it into temp, export, replace. Tahoe is sus. I am sus. I'm just a Tahoe. I'm just a wee little guy, just doing what I can. Before we can export this one, we have a thing to fix here. To fix that. Something is overshooting here. Sussy Baka. I knew that was coming, but I was just like, nah, they won't do that. Nah, they won't. They won't call me out like that, would they? Would they? Would they? Okay, it's not that one. It's not that one. Which one has the... Yes, we are about 30 seconds away from ads. I'm doing better about watching because I have 2 places I can see it now, so I'm on it. I think we're gonna wait. I think we're gonna pause right here at the moment, and then I gotta come back afterwards and I gotta figure out why this little thing is sticking out the bottom here and fix that so I can export this out. But we're going to pause for a moment stream, and we're going to take a break, run some ads. Gives me a chance to walk around and go to the bathroom, do some things, and then we'll go from there after we get back. But I also, oop, there it is. Wow, fast. Break time. I'll be back.
Sunny_Ruth says big stretch.
I'm gonna do a big stretch? Okay, I'll try my best. I'll put you back out on Sora to see that while I'm doing those big stretches. I do need it, Sonny. I definitely pulled a muscle in my back again. So, long time ago, when I was working construction, building houses and stuff like that, I built houses for about 10 years. And I think I would say I got pretty good at it. I definitely wasn't like great, but I was doing pretty good. Definitely could hold my own, figure stuff out. Learned how to read plans and do all that stuff, but I was very cautious and very safe. I knew all the stories. I'd heard all the things about, things happening to people, and I stayed away from chainsaws and stuff like that because I don't trust them at all. Those things scare the shit out of me. But like using saws and even like using saws without guards and stuff like that, like I was wary of them, but I was careful and always made sure to take care of myself in the construction field in every way possible. Even if it meant telling somebody like, no, I'm not going to do that. But with that being said, being cautious and everything, you can't keep yourself safe from everything. So just one of those days, I was climbing up a 8-foot ladder, put some screws in a little pop out that we were working on, and the ladder kicked on me and I fell and I landed on my tool belt, and the tools that I had attached to me at that point just right into I fell backwards. Let's just say that. When the ladder kicked, I went backwards. Luckily, I didn't hit my head. I kind of tucked a little bit when I fell, which is good, but landed directly on my back and especially on my lower back, right above my hips. And it fucking knocked the wind out of me like I'd never happened before. And if you don't know, like, having the wind knocked out of you is a paralysis of your lungs. It's almost like you can get hit or whatever, something like that happens where it collapses them in a certain way, and your body's trying to reopen them up somehow, and sometimes it doesn't like to kick in right away. A lot of times you can just it's scary when it happens, but at the same time, you generally have when you get hit or something like that, you have a time frame, like it comes back in a certain amount of time. This was one of those ones where I was aware of it. I was lying on the ground. I knew the air was out of my lungs and it wasn't coming back. But my thought process and my thinking at the time, because I wasn't like knocked out, I was just like, okay, I'm not breathing at the moment, and it's okay. Just stay calm. It will come back after a few seconds here. That's usually how that works. And then I was waiting. I'm like, that's weird. It's not coming back. Oh, what do I do? So I'm like, okay, I'll start counting to see whether or not this is out of the normal. This is, whatever. And I started counting, and I'm getting deeper into the count. I'm like, well, fuck. This is definitely going on way longer than I've ever experienced. And like, I can start to feel a little bit of that lightheadedness coming on. And I'm like, shit. And about that time it kicked in and I was able to get my breath back. Thank goodness. But it was one of those scary ones where it was like, it lasted so long that I had the ability to come up with, maybe I should count to see how long this is going. Like, that's crazy in and of itself. But ever since then, because of the way I landed on my tools, so I used to wear a tool belt, and I put all of my big important things like my hammer and stuff on the side of my tool belt instead of on the back of my tool belt like most carpenters wear. But I had my tape measure in the back of my tool belt. That was the change out that I had done. So when I fell, that tape measure rammed right into my spine. And I didn't really realize at that time that that's what had happened, but years since that I recognized, because I still wear my tool belt like that when I do construction. But it must have pushed like one of my discs out of place on my spine. So every once in a while, if I do like a hard, try to twist my body really hard or fast or whatever like that, it will push that disc out of alignment or pinch one of those nerves. And it fucking hurts for a while. Definitely not fun. So I'm experiencing part of that now. It's the trade-off when you do carpentry of some sort, is that you're trading a nice paycheck for the possibility of the risk of being injured because of how the work is, how that type of work is. But yeah, now I'm feeling it. I'm older now, and I know it's not necessarily going to get worse per se, but I have to be way more conscious of it. So I'm just an old man with broken bones. So if it sounds like I'm being a little bitch, I am being a little bitch. Because I hurt. Sect. No, I don't want to do that. I want to add a point. You're not going to let me, are you? Okay, so we're going to have to do something extreme here. Copy, we have to delete those. So that's my long story about my years in construction. You're welcome. I know nobody asked. It's one of those things now that as my daughter is in high school and she wants to go into engineering and she's having to do like construction classes and stuff like that, or she's opting into construction classes, that I tell her, I'm just like, you take care of yourself in all of the ways you would like to take care of yourself. Don't ever let anybody make you feel like you have to do something or put yourself in a situation that you don't want to be. Like, don't ever, ever, ever compromise your safety for somebody else's stupid idea. Don't ever do that shit. And that's my advice to anybody. It doesn't matter if you're working in a restaurant. It doesn't matter if you're pushing papers at a desk or whatever like that. Or like, don't put yourself in especially in a physical like space. Don't put yourself in a position where something can happen and it could ruin like a lot of your life. Like, I can't imagine how many people that I know that more construction like that, losing fingers and all of that stuff. Like, it's insanity in those ways. Like, I know it's part of the, the risk involved with working around tools and blades and things like that, but should never have to be pushed that far. Now we got that fixed. Should be able to export that out. Somebody says, go pick up that box of, filled with just paper. That's only 50 pounds. It's no big deal. Strain, torque, twist, something wrong. Bam, you're done. I guess what I'm saying is just take care of yourselves. Please. A lot of things in this world. Okay, let's see. We're going to get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one. We're going to grab 13, 15. There's 19. Okay, why is that out of order? Oh, because I moved a bunch of them. That's right, that's right. Because I don't have 18 yet. I do have 20. What is 22? 19, 21, 22. 22 is a surprise. those. Okay, so those numbers are just all wrong. Okay, that's fine. We want 13, 15, 17, 19. We want those four. This is the fun part where we can start adding some color into the stuff. So this one is... Oops, I scaled it the wrong size. Whatever, that's fine. That one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense now. This is our escalation so far of our actions. So now we can clearly see. We can see this green, light green color. We move to a more yellow color for the second thing that's happening. For the third one, we're getting to orange. Now we have the struggle here going on. It's kind of more of a pinkish red color, and then the big moment happens where we actually get really into that red, and our dots in the back change to a more dramatic dot structure too. So I think that's a cooler way to set it up in that way. Gives it a little bit more color, a little bit more fun in that way. Definitely have some other things that I want to do. Maybe I change out the colors on these backgrounds too. You can use elements of the background, or you can use color to kind of help with whatever the moments are that you're trying to create. Or at least that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out how to balance, use all of the all the tools available to me to help enhance the stories. If I can. I think I scared everybody away with my construction stories. If you would like to know more about how Tahoe did construction back in the day, Sunny's lurking. Cool. Okay, one other thing I wanted to do that I thought about this morning was over here where it says I need water. I'm trying to decide, because we have him like passed out with his spirit coming out of him. Thinking about putting a little buttons down over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of, we'll go with 13. Go with 15. Go with 17 at the moment. Go with 19. So we are looking for number 24 at the moment. Yes, these are all the ones we moved. Okay, so we did 21. I gotta update my... Oh, we don't have a 22 one. 5 to 6 to 7, 28. Okay, so everything needs to be moved down. So we need to save out number 22. Do some corrections real quick while we're getting over to our stuff. This is 22. Export as. Every time I see these pages, I get excited. I love how this is worked out. It little pops out and be like, surprise! Okay, export. Okay, so that should be good. 22. 23. Sure, that's right. Okay, there's 22. Okay, this one is 23 now. Okay, that's right. I have to go through and fix, quote unquote, fix this one. Remember when we did this one early, this was just a temporary setup for this one. We have this little block here blocking off him going through the bottom of the page, or kind of going across the stitches that we have here, but we need to figure out how to get him. There's a couple ways I can cut him out. Let's see. I can either make something that goes over it, matches that, or cut him so that he's okay. I have an idea. Let's get rid of that at the moment. Copy that. Paste it here. Okay. Paste that. Okay, so we've got the whole thing cut out now. That should still match our other stuff here. So we can do yes. We want to duplicate this. Duplicate. Leave that on top. So now we've got dots across everything, which is not what we want. So we're going to ungroup. That's overlay 25%. Ungroup. Overlay 25%. Let's go ahead and grab these ones. We don't want to double them up. Wait, why is our why are our greens different? That should not be. Wait, what happened here? minus 45. Wait, why did it go minus 45? That one's positive 45. It swapped it. Wait a minute. Yeah, that was weird. Why did it do that? Huh, either way, we gotta figure it out. Okay, so... bunch of these we're gonna have to do some stuff too. Okay. I have to do all those individually. These ones I can do all at one time. Okay, that's good. This one I'm gonna have to do some special stuff too. I was watching a streamer the other day and I was like, she was struggling with making sure all of her points were where they were supposed to be. And I'm like, I know exactly what that feels like. Perfection problems. I think it kind of depends on what type of medium you're in. This one definitely lends itself to like wanting to be perfect with your pixels for sure. God dang it, that's so slow. Fine. Lucky these ones are behind. I can just cut those out because it doesn't matter. This one's going to be a little bit harder to cut out. Good. I might have gotten lucky on this one. Haha, I did. Me. Perfect. See, all of these should be the same. Good. With these ones. This one has to be special. Special cut. Also, I was rolling when I saw it. Oh, did you hear about Pal Farm? What is Pal Farm? That's not Pal World. Are they making a new game? Pal Farm Simulator? Yep. Okay, thought so. I bet Nintendo is super excited about that. They're like, crap, what other mechanics do we have to freaking go through and do this time? Like, shit. I feel like that company's just trolling Nintendo just on purpose. Just like, you can't own everything, son of a bitches. Nintendo's like, are you sure? Watch me. Gonna leave a line. Let's see. There's only one way to make this perfectly correct. There we go. Gotta do it like that. Okay. All of these squares are good. Okay, so that's all good. Now I have to go through these guys that got cut off by that. Oh, yeah. I remember what I did. I have to go through and move this. How am I going to do that? I got to do some shenanigans here. So is that a whole new game then, Sunny? Pal Farm? Like, are they like totally just going new game, or? Yeah, it's another game that's a farming sim, basically. Interesting. Is it like their take on trying to get into... Shit, what's the name of that game? Animal Crossing kind of thing? That would make sense. It's a farming simulator, so no. That would probably be no. There we go. I fixed it. Oh wait, I got a couple things down here I gotta fix. Cut through a couple of these guys. Okay, so we're gonna have to fix that too. So let's do... I'm gonna make my life easier here by just making these straight. Okay, so that should be good there. That should be straight down. Okay, cool. So that should work like that. Should make life a little bit easier. So then get rid of this one. Where are you at? Okay. Yeah, those are the ones. There we go. That should do it. That should get us to where... what I was looking for. I should still be able to change the backgrounds if I want to and make all of that work. They announced it a week after Nintendo's Pokepia, but apparently Palform has been in the works for over a year now. So are they literally just like copying each other? Is that the state of video gaming that we've gotten to, where we're just copying each other, or they're just copying each other in that way? That's saved. The irony was pretty funny. I feel like there may be some shenanigans with some of that. Like they're intentionally, well, I mean, they are intentionally trolling them in some ways, but like there's somebody that is leaking some of that, or vice versa, back and forth, or, you know, maybe they're just talking openly about it, and then each company's just like, well, we better get on it quick, or, you know what I mean? Like, definitely some type of trolling going on. Which direction it's going, that would be the interesting thing to know. But yeah. So we should be able to export this now. This is 23. temp, export, place. Okay. Beautiful. So we need number 24 now. This is the one I wanted to get to because I wanted to mess with a little bit. I want to grab. Question is, do I put in okay, so 23 that one. I have an idea. This is that. That's shadow character. Let's put it up here. I'm gonna put a severed paw in. The problem with this one is it's going to be kind of in the where we've talked about before about putting stuff close to the center of the book, right, where it gets folded into the middle. I'll have to send you the trailer. Yeah, send me the trailer. I want to check it out. So our arrow indicates that the right-hand side of this page is going to be where it's tucked into the center. That's the center of our spreads, our 2 pages. The left side is our open page that flows freely. So anything in down to the right side here is going to get kind of smooshed. So if I want to do this paw idea that I've got here, I'm going to, that's the cutoff there. I gotta make sure it sticks out far enough so that it actually makes it onto the page. I have a couple mechanic things I wanted to try here. I wanted to maybe put this in. I thought about maybe putting him in like really small, back like way back here. Let's try a different idea. We'll mess with a couple things here. So did we have him with the... Don't think we want to do these eyes. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Copy. Or play with it a little bit sometimes. That's what my mom always said. Wait, what? That is not what I asked you to grab. It's range, send that to back. Dreamer, hey. Alright, you spent your points, so we're going to switch over to our live cam, see if she's outside. Oh, she is. She's out there. Sunbathing. Look at that puppers. Sleepy sunbathing girl. Yeah, that is her. I don't think I can zoom in either, though. Do autofocus. Nope, not that. We got it at a distance. I'd have to go move the camera physically. But that's where the puppers is. She's just hanging out outside, doing her thing. Thank you for putting in your points. We are currently at 18%. 9,194 out of 50,000 for our treats for Sora. You too can help puppers in need of treats. Watch the stream and spend your points. Let's see. Something like that. Buttons is over here being dramatic. That's what this is all about. I thought about, so the way I had initially put that together was that he was saying that off screen, which I still kind of like that idea that he's saying it off screen. I think this is kind of cute having him on there. It's fun. It does a couple different things. So the way I'm looking at this, we put the box really far away. We put him really far away. The action stuff that happened with him being surprised happened all this way over here. Like, with this surprise happened, he passed out. And then we kind of get this personal moment where Patch is actually not talking to Buttons. He's talking to the reader. Right? So that's what we've done. I like him on there. Only the people talk off the page. Fair. But yeah, that's kind of what my thinking was, is that we have this moment with our character here with Patch, where he's introducing himself, and but it's him not talking to, well, Buttons is part of the action, like he can hear this, but he's kind of like walked away from Buttons, and he's now talking to you, being like, hey, no, I'm Patch, nice to meet you, kind of thing, which I kind of dig a little bit here. I'm going to move some of these things, some of these elements though. Range, send to back. Okay, so if that's the case, that's number 6. This one look bigger, because it is. That one's number 7. I think I want to make that smaller. Kind of want it away from his. Problem is we have the gutter here, right? To the right hand side of this page is the gutter. So technically, let's move. We got to do some movements here. So when we talk about the gutter on a page, I know I just said it a whole bunch here a second ago. When you do that, or when you're trying to plan out your stuff, so like Patch feels center on this 8.5 by 8.5 page, right? He looks center right now. But if we take into consideration how much this right hand side is going to fold over, even if we take a, let's just put it on here. Let's put it on the guides. That's fine for now. If we take and we put like a 1/2 inch box across this whole side, like say that's the fold area that's going to happen with our pages, right? So we're losing that much. So now he does not look center. He looks squished over to the right hand side. And same with our words and everything else. So we want to actually move everything over to the left a little bit more. So when we do that, it's going to look off center to the left comparatively, but it should help us make sure that the action thing that we want to happen is actually staying more centered in a way. There's weird optical illusions with some of that. Unless somebody comes through and like really creases down a page and flattens it out and like breaks the spine of the book, you do have to move some of your elements to the left a little bit. Okay, so I think we're going to get rid of, I don't think we're going to do the paw thing. I think that's fine, that's fair. I think we are going to take this whole thing. We're going to move that over, which means now I have to move that again, which is fine. Got a little ahead of myself, but it's okay. That. Let's just put this here in the middle. Range, send back. There we go. I think I might want to move these over as well. That one. I do have to move that too. I forgot to move that. Okay, so I have an option. I'll mess with that afterwards. Okay, let's just leave that there. Move those over a little bit. I want to make this whatever. Oh, that's right. Trim view does not show the guides. I was like, why are we not seeing the guides? want this here, but I don't want it to interact with his whiskers. I want it to go this way. Come on, let me prove it. What? Jesus. Jesus Christos. Maybe like that. I'm gonna push that down towards the bottom of the page a little bit more. Looks a little weird on the right hand side. When it's tiny, it looks a little weird. And that's together. It's one. No, I don't like that. It's something's off with having it go down like that. Something doesn't feel right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it like that. I have to move everything else. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it kind of gives the feel that I'm looking for. Gotta figure out. Something like that. All right, we got about a minute until our next break comes up. Let's see. I want this to be a little bit wider here. That's gonna make it a Elbow stretch a little weird. Okay, there we go. Mess with it some more after our break here, but we'll pause right here. We'll definitely save here. And then in about 30 seconds, we're going to do a break. We're going to run some ads. I'm going to run and grab probably some more to drink, walk around for a minute, try to stretch out my back a little bit more. It's still kind of, my medication's kicked in, but still needs a little bit more work to get it loosened up again. So we'll be back in a moment once the ad starts. So I'll switch over to our assistant cam, which she is not there again. We'll check our other one. She's not there either. Man, she is just running around not wanting to be seen today. So we'll go find her, see what happens. And ads have been really fast today. That's been funny. There she is. I found her. All right. 2 minutes left still on the break time. We went and got a cookie too. Just one cookie. She's just so peaceful out there. Just happy. What would life be if we could just go out and just pass out in the grass like that? You can see the leaves moving here on the tree too. Like, it's not like super calm out there. It's not super, super windy, but there's a little breeze coming through. She's in the shade. I think she's happy. I think she's content. What do you think? All right. Well, let's get back to it. No, I think this works out pretty good. We move things around. Gotten it kind of squared away. Let's get our trim view real quick. Yeah, he's on the page. Even if we come over at that 1/2 inch, he's still gonna kind of be on there. I'm worried about these words though. So one of the things that I've been doing, well, I got some details to put in the background here, but one of the things that I've been doing with on my second book is I actually have been printing out these pages when I get done and then doing a pseudo binding on them to put them together so I can do an extra check on them before I have them printed or done anything like that. I can look at them and see what the pages look like when they're like folded or creased, or like when you open up 2 pages together to see how the interaction goes between them in the center. It's a double check that I put together for myself to make sure. So this may be one of those ones where I leave it here and I'll have to print that out later and look at it, and then it may need to be adjusted again at that time. But I think some of the other elements that I want to bring in, and I'll have to come back and do some more stuff here as well, but I have to decide. Let me look at one of the other pages. When I did this one, which by the way, I did come in here and made a couple adjustments after stream was done. I actually put in our little mountains and our clouds back here. I have to decide how relevant, maybe not relevant, positioning, right? So all of these boxes, this is an idea for like introducing what's happening in this story. It's positioned against this window back here, which is looking out, to these mountains, to the fens and stuff like that. We're seeing a little bit further than we have in other previous books and stuff like that. We're starting to get a real sense of what's going on. I have these blank walls in the back now too, and my plan is to put some more objects in here to fill out the space. Sometimes it's okay to have blanks, like these green ones and stuff like that, where the focus was supposed to be on the dialogue, or it's supposed to focus on the dialogue and what's going on in those spaces like that. But some of these other ones, I have to decide whether or not I want to locate them with certain objects. Like if I put a bookshelf here, then that bookshelf needs to be close to wherever this box is situated in the other pages, right? Which I guess we don't really... These ones won't get it. These 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 won't get that changeover. Or won't get the details. Because we're focusing on the box, so that's why everything else has disappeared here. These ones next to it... I have to decide. Even just looking at it small over here, I do like that that window's in there. Yeah, that window made a big difference in that space. So like these two, this one with the picture frame, this one with the window, now they feel a little bit more congruent because they feel connected in that space. Now I might want to take this picture and put it on the wall back here too. Really link those two spaces together. So that's one of the things that I can do a bunch of this stuff like the action and get the basics down that I want. But now going through, especially with this third one where I can be way more detailed on stuff, now I have to start figuring out which things start popping up in other areas. And whether or not that's like relevant or works for that. So you know what? I didn't save yesterday either. I didn't save that one either. I didn't save the packing peanuts one. This is one we did on Monday. Gotta make sure my stuff is up to date. Okay, so we can get rid of that one. Okay, there we go. Packing peanuts, and I think I changed this one too. So we'll have to open up that one as well. I did. It's a slight adjustment, but that's fine. So let's go back over. Oh, there it is. Okay, embed. Okay, there we go. So that should be updated. I don't think I did anything else to that one yet. No, I do want to, but I have not done anything to it yet. Nobody else got anything. We did our adjustments to our colored backgrounds there. Cool. All right, yeah, we're slowly getting there. So a little bit more details on our pages, right? So we did our packing peanuts inside of our box. We took out the packing peanuts, so like we made this relevant on how this works across here into a little bag because we want to make sure that people are not letting their animals play with the packing peanuts or trying to eat them because that's bad. Added this window back here, which I think definitely gives it more space, which I like. We've got this up close of buttons here when he's inside this one box or looking in this box. I wonder if I should flop these two. Like we established some of these details: windows, picture frame, messy house box. Like, I'm trying to decide if there's furniture. I know there's going to be furniture in this place at some point that I want to be able to use. When and where is the question. If I use it once, like if I place it wherever this box is that we're putting in for him to explore, then it has to show up in this one, this one, this one, possibly in 18 as well, and maybe past that as well, or past that on some of these other ones. Those are the three. Those three. What is this? Oh, that one doesn't matter. Oops. Wrong place. Like, I can drop that way back in the background back there. Kind of as a little nod to things that we've already done. But I think that's kind of... I think I have a better idea. Let me look at, what does our layout look like here? We have two green ones. I can actually swap. I could put the background on this one, make this one the green one. Because I have an idea. Okay. Let's, before I go too crazy with this, I think we're done with that one. I don't know the picture frameworks there. So let's not use it there. Where are our pages? We're here. There's that one. Okay, this is the one. This is the one before it. Don't save. Okay, so my idea is to do an idea. Ooh, yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that he's still breaking the fourth wall here, or breaking our boxes, or breaking our, yeah, out of our thing here. Damn, that's gonna work. Okay, cool. Put another one in here so I can make sure this is correct. So these are going to be 0.5. Let's drop that. Our stroke is 18.5. or excuse me, 14.83. But I think these are smaller. Yeah, these are 13. So let's change that to 13. Not 1339, 13. Perfect. And I'll give you the idea of what I was thinking. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's do copy, paste, transform, scale. So we can make it perfect. 105. Put down to 5. Do this at 13. 13. This is what I was thinking. What if I did for our second character double stitchings? So Buttons gets single stitches and Patch gets double stitches. What do we think of that idea? Kind of think that's a cool idea. I think I have to change. Yeah, I have to change the radius, something like that. I don't know how well that will work later in the series because that's definitely going to eat up a lot of space. I just kind of like that. I kind of like that he has his own stitchings. And there's a possibility that when I bring Sora into the story, that she will have her own as well. Or some form of something that goes with that. Question would be, okay, so let's... I think having this on here, that establishing piece, I don't think I like. I think I want him to be the focus on this, so I don't want the house as the background. We're definitely not going to use the picture frame. So we can get rid of that. Let's save that. That'll change how that works. Back and forth, back and forth. For anybody wanted to know how this works, I'm sure this is very similar to how novelists and stuff work, where they have some kind of outline or they put stuff together and then they go back and then rewrite stuff or take stuff out, puts new stuff in. The process is probably almost indistinguishable. It just looks different because I'm dealing with the images part of it. Compared to just the written story part of it. Bed. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that kind of looks cool. Fuck. Damn it. Kinda dig it. question is if I do establish something like that, when do I use it? How often do I use it? Is it when I think it's when he is the focus on the thing. So I think a lot of these other ones, these single stitch ones, are Button's interaction, him kind of interacting with you in that space. Even the one where he's been scared and he's dying over here with his ghost coming out, that's still like he's still the main, like he's the closest thing to you in that picture. He's breaking the fourth wall in that sense. But this one is Patch talking to the reader. So maybe that's the difference, is when he becomes the quote unquote main character. Maybe that's not the right way to put it, but so like we have these other pages where they shake hands where Buttons introduces himself and then Patch asks this question. So like this then becomes a question: does this top one be a single stitch and then the bottom one become a double stitch because of him coming up with this joke, this funny part here? That's where then I like, are we going too far with some of that setup, or does it kind of fun that way? That's where I wonder. But I do like this. I do like the that we drop the background. We're not establishing it. We do have the box and Buttons back here kind of, off on their own, but he is the thing that's present up close to you in that way. So with that, I think that definitely works better. What the heck? Why did you do that? That's that one. Yeah, like that. I almost wonder if I should put him behind the stitchings or cut off by the stitchings. The words are fine. The box is fine. That's that. Oop, our shadows did not go. There we go. Okay, that one has to stay. Let's see. This one has to move. Okay, there we go. Those are our stitches. Yeah, I think he might need to get cut like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. So what we're gonna do to make that happen, I'm actually going to duplicate. Let's get rid of this. Yes. Stitchings. We're going to grab the inside one. Copy. And here we're going to paste that. onto that layer. Select both of them, minus that one. I always forget that that's behind there. Yeah, like that. Okay, it did it again. It did that stupid thing where it swapped the 45s for some reason. That's so weird why it does that. I also have to do the trick where I duplicate the dots and move the dots too. Overlay 25%. Overlay 25%. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Nope, we're good. Still got 29 minutes left. Look at each and every one of those. Yippee skippy. All part of the process. These ones can all be adjusted at once. That should be easy enough. Yep, done. Let's see, that one deleted. Now we got to be a little bit more surreptitious on this. I think this one, oh no, this one does have to get cropped down. My goodness, just a little corner of that. I probably could have just deleted that one. Like this one I can delete, that one I can delete, this one I cannot, it's partially behind there. All of those I can do all at one time. This is a special one though. So, is that the only one that's messed up over here? Two. That one's covered, that one's covered, covered. Short, okay, cool. Sweet. So the only one that's left is this special one down here. Should be able to do that too. Perfect. Bam. Look at that. We did a thing. Did a thing. I think that looks cool. This is going to be exciting because for book 4, I'm going to have way more uses for the double stitchings and stuff like that, which is cool. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Mrs. Tahoe says, if she likes it or not. Slight adjustment there. The cool part is like I can come through. Let's look at our layout here. It does not have to be green. Wait a second. What did it do? Oh, I know what I did. I know why those 45s were wrong. Because they were supposed to be wrong. They were supposed to be opposite. So this positive 45, there are left pages and there are right pages. That's what I did. Because I moved everything over one page, I didn't realize I needed to do this. That's actually what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, negative 45. Okay. That makes more sense now. Okay. Okay, so let's get rid of this real quick. Let's just get those for now. Bring more in. Yeah, that's correct now. So if you look, they flow into each other across like that, like they're supposed to. Why does that still seem wrong? Could have sworn it was negative 45 is what we were looking at before. Let's see, which page are we on right now? We are on 24, right? It is saved. Look at 28 real quick. Okay, no, it's supposed to be 45. And 29. I'm confused. Thought I had angled them. Shoot, are my templates off? Uh-oh. I might have just found a big error in my templates. Wait, that's a solid color. That's not a gradient. Okay, what the heck did I do here? Why do all of these have gradients? Oh, I did. I fucked it up. Shoot. Pardon my language. Dang it. Ugh. Yep, that's me. I did it. Shoot. I messed up my templates. Dang it. That makes me upset. Shoot. Well, I just caused a whole bunch of work for myself, so that's cool. Crap balls. Well, I was making this way more complicated than I needed to. Ban that person, already banned? Okay. So when you shifted over one, they all became inversed. So no, the problem happened even before that. So I'll show you what I have. And it has to do with, I have a whole setup for my books, and I've kind of showed it before where I have, let's see, how am I going to show this? Hopefully I have time to get to all of this. Definitely not going to have time to fix it. Up. Done. Oops, wrong page. Okay, so I went way off reservation with this, which sucks, but okay, so this is what my, ooh, that's really big. Oh, because I've got a crop. I got it. Okay, so this is how I'm organizing my files normally. Get rid of this. So I go ahead and I've pre-built all of the pages, and these are just basic colors. Like you can see the cover from book 1 on them because it's like repeated, right? So the idea is that once these are built, then I can just put the new stuff in, and then I'm not having to recreate them every single time, and the consistency stays across them. And you can see like this page, we'll go closer here. Page 1, 2, and 3 have a little bit of a gradient because they don't have any illustrations really on them. They are the title page, they are the dedication, they are, you know, the crap, right? Like the basic, you know, copyright, those things. Like, so I gave them a gradient kind of match what the gradient looks like on the cover. Those are the only 3 pages that have that gradient on them. Everything after that, oops, you can see pages 4 through all of them, all through 32, all a solid color. This is the template that I'm supposed to use to make everything. But for some reason, when I copied this, put it in, started on book 3, and somewhere along the lines I went, oh no, I made a mistake and I did something, and I got rid of pages 4 through 32, and I'm like, cool, I'll just take pages 2 and 3, I'll copy them, and then I'll just make whatever. So then the gradient went to every single page, which it's not supposed to have. So I made the mistake, instead of actually just following my template that I had literally built for myself, I I went off reservation and made a bunch and pulled a bunch of stuff from where I shouldn't have. So no, you were correct. It did exacerbate the problem by shifting all of those pages over at one point, but at the same time, they should not have been. It wouldn't have been as much of a big of a deal if I hadn't have messed up with the gradient in the first place. So that means I get to go back and change all those now too. Funsies. Hooper nuggets, shite. I feel like no, because there's a gradient behind it too. Yeah, I did bad things is what I did. So now I have to figure out how to get myself out of this pickle. And make my life a little bit easier. Well, that's going to be can't do undo. No, it's one of those. Now it's a manual labor thing where I'm going to have to go through and manually correct the mistakes that I've made so far. I'm too deep in the process to be able to undo. Sadly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do like that. I'm just gonna have to like choose that color, which I actually don't mind that one. And just go back and make that the color for all of the backgrounds that I accidentally made into gradients for some reason. So our dots should be okay. So our arrows are still fine. I'm a little worried that I messed up more than I'm aware of here. No, that's correct. So those overlays are correct. I don't know how I did the... Oh, that's what he did a gradient on that one. Okay, so, well, poop. Well, I know what we're doing for the next 10 minutes. Why that one doesn't have a... Like, some of them have colors behind them, some of them don't. I don't understand. What the heck did I do? Somebody was supposed to be watching me. I think that was Sunny's job. Sunny, you're supposed to be watching me. Make sure I don't do this stuff. I'm pretty sure that was your impromptu job, right? Like, right? I can blame you, right? Oh, that's gonna make it so much easier on some other things that are happening in the book. It's definitely gonna change some of the feel, though. Yeah, because that's a solid. Okay. No, I don't know how I did that, but I messed it up before. I do. Well, okay, so we need to go back. Can go here. That can stay. That's fine. Oh man, we're gonna have to go through. Nope, I was being Batman. Okay, I'm Batman. To go through every single page now. Correct my mistake. Five. Number 6. That one's already solid, I believe. Yes, it is. So that one's fine. I did that one right. But I also added a big background on that one too, so don't save. That was the only one that I did do right because I actually changed it out. We did 8 already. Yep. 8, 9, 10, 11 we did. 12 doesn't really matter. But we will... Actually, it does kind of matter. Because of that. Yeah, I can definitely tell I messed up because there are 2 colors on that layer, and there shouldn't be. It's 12. Should be on to 13. Okay, this is one we did mess with today. We want a little bit more green in that. Okay, so that's a solid color now. 13. 14 14. 14 doesn't matter again because we don't have... We'll go ahead and change it out anyways. Just to be safe. 14. 15. This one should just be a solid yellow. Yeah, okay. 15. 16. Yeah, I don't know how I got so messed up on those. I think I figured it out, but usually I'm pretty good about keeping my systems where they're supposed to be, but I did not do a good job. I mixed and matched like I'm not supposed to. $17, 15, 18. 18 is the one we haven't messed with yet. That I need to mess with. All right, we got about 3 minutes until our last break here. We still got lots of fixing to do. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of this off stream at some point too. $18, $19. $20. Did I already do that to 20? Did not. Come on, Tahoe, hurry. Hurry. Not gonna do 21 because I like that 21. The gradient on it. Save. 4. Does not have the orange behind it, which is good. We got about 1 minute. I'm keeping an eye on it this time. Okay. 3. Okay, so we've got 4 more pages to swap over here. How many more can we get through? Oh, we did 24 already. 25. Should be able to do fairly easy. All right, we're gonna pause right there. And then we will be back after our break. Switch over to our live cam, see if our puppers is still out there. Oh, she is. Oh, she's in a little ball. There we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna go check on a couple things. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's double check. Let's see if there's anybody online that we're going to raid today. Nope, none of my art friends are on at the moment. Can I? Viewers low to high. There we go. I love how when you try to look at like who to raid and you're like, oh, give me the low to high. It doesn't give you any of the people that have one viewer. It just gives you everybody that's 4 viewers and higher. Like, and I know there's a bunch of people that have 1 viewer. Excuse me. Loading everybody. Looking around to see if there's anybody. Nobody I know at the moment. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll double check here in a few minutes again too. I'm gonna try to get these last 6 pages corrected, and then we'll go from there. Hello everybody, welcome back. The Puppers is in a ball out in the yard, the backyard there. Let's try to get these last 6 pages corrected that I messed up. Six, and then we'll roll up for the day. Okay, here's this one. This is going to make life so much easier because then I don't have to do as much of this fixings. Solid colors should make it easy if I want to make these little frames and stuff like that at some point. Save. Okay. 28. Last one should be even easier just because they don't have anything on them. I am going to correct that. $29. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. $30. That's weird. $31. Hopefully this is the only mistake that I made. I'm hoping. Looks that way. Okie dokie. So that should have corrected all of my mistakes that I made getting to here. Yikes. What a kerfuffle. Dang it. But they all should be correct now. The top three, page 1, 2, and 3, those ones do have gradients on them. That's supposed to be the way it's supposed to be. Okay, cool. Let's go through. Now I gotta figure out what did we do today? That's the big question. What did we do today? Hey, Jimama. Did we make progress on a bunch of this stuff? Okay, so we worked on 13. Let's see what we did. Where's our... did we make enough significant change on 13? That's an appropriate song for here. It's hard to say goodbye. It's funny. Bum, 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 bum. Where's 13? That's 13. 12, 13. I'll have to go back and reorganize them. Okay, so we did a little bit on 13. We did a little bit on 15 to get that fixed. We did a little bit on 17. There you are. Let's see, what else did we do? We've done a little bit of work on 6, but there's still some more to do on it. We did some work on 19, kind of got that one. This is the hard part, is trying to judge what did not get done today. I think that one definitely goes up to where 17 is, because that one's going to hold... Yeah, that one's going to hold steady with what's going on there. We made some adjustments to 24. That's the one we took the background out and put the double stitchings on. Let's just move that up a little. Actually, you know what? Let me look at it again real quick. Yeah, that's where we added buttons laying down in the background too. Let's move that up to, yeah, about there. Because we got that one pretty, I feel like that one's pretty close to being done. I don't think we did anything else significant on, besides fixing all the backgrounds. Like that also doesn't count towards everything else. Do we add anything else? No. Move some stuff over. We didn't do any rewrites. Okay. I think that's what we got done today. Pretty sure. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to go through and show off my video for the week. So we can do that right now, actually. Just swap over. This was my video for the week, my post, talking about the next event I have coming up. It's going to be at the Sierra Arts Book Fest in downtown Sparks from 10 to 5 on the 11th of October. So if you are in the Reno, Tahoe, Sparks area, even Carson City, feel free to come by. We're going to have at least like 24 to 30 authors out here on the street in Victorian Avenue, selling books and talking about book things, and all that kind of fun jazz. So we've been very fortunate enough that the Sierra Arts Foundation, in connection with the city of Sparks, got together and came up with this idea to shut down all of Victorian Avenue for that one day so that we can have this event. And there's going to be lots of different things going on during that time. But yeah, that's where I was fortunate enough to sign up and be able to go down there. I'm going to set up my table, my cabana, and we won't have any of our extra stuff normally. Normally we would have some of the other stuff that I can sell. This one's just going to be about books. We're not going to have any of our, we're going to have some things to give out for free, but we can't sell anything else other than books. And then part of the proceeds goes back towards the Sierra Arts literary community and the foundation so that we can help keep arts and things going in our community for sure. So if you are in the area and you would like to come check it out, please do come support authors in our area. There's going to be a wide range of stuff. Definitely a lot of novelists, a lot of middle grade stuff too. There's going to be some kids books and stuff there. Not a terrible lot, not a huge amount, but there are going to be some there. But yeah, you can definitely check it out on the website for Sierra Arts if you wanted to. It's got all the list of all the information there. It also has the list of all of the authors that are going to be at the event. So my name is on that list as well. So, but if you'd like to check that out, feel free to stop by their website. Let me go back on this video real quick. Pause it right there. If you want to scan that QR code, I'll leave it up on the screen for a few minutes here. You can do that and that will take you to the page. You can take a picture with your phone too and then scan it that way. But local authors, poets, illustrators, book genres from all ages. There's going to be book readings, signings, crafts, all kinds of different things, raffles. We're gonna try to do it. This is the Sierra Arts first time setting up their own book fest, so they're really trying to work on that and get it together. And they were very, very, very lucky that the city of Sparks was looking to do a bunch of this stuff. So much so that they actually footed the bill for all of it. So the city waived the permit fees, is paying for advertising. They're going to eat the costs of shutting down the street and stuff like that. Like, they are going out of their way to work and get some more events and things into their area. So this is going to be cool. It'll be fun. But I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. See what people think of it. But yeah, if you know somebody in the area, tell them to come. It'll be fun. What is Bishak saying? Have you heard of Gundam? Nah, he's never heard of Gundam. Figured he ain't cool enough. Nah, I'm not cool enough. I don't know about those things. Those are foreign objects to me. So our schedule, we are here on Friday. We just got done with our stream. I will be back on Monday for more art and more book streams, working on some more of this stuff, hopefully finding more of my mistakes and correcting them would be nice. But if you would like to stop by on Sundays, Mrs. Tahoe and I, also known as Dreamer, we have a podcast, a live podcast called 500 Little Things. And we talk about a lot of different subjects, different things, life in general, stories over the years, some things about what we would like to see in the future and do in the future, and all the little spaces in between. So that's on Sundays from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific time. So don't forget, if you are on the East Coast, add 3 hours to those times. I know that's late, but that's kind of when we decided we wanted to try to do that. So, but feel free to come by and join us. It is interactive. You can talk with us while we're debating on the subject. Sometimes we have questions for our audience that people can debate on or talk or give us their opinions or their stories on things. But yeah, that's what we've got going on for the week. So feel free to come by and check those out. I will be posting this video that we're recording right now, the stream, up on YouTube as well. So if you watch on YouTube and see all the stuff that I'm working on and would like to ask a question about any of the stuff that I've got going on, the publishing, the illustrations, whatever like that, please feel free to leave a comment and I will try to answer them live in the next stream. Otherwise, feel free to join us on the weekdays and ask your questions live. I will try to answer them live as well. But I hope everybody has a good weekend. I'm going to go watch whatever this thing is they call Gundam. And so I can be cool, like all my friends here in our chat. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what this is. It like Gangnam Style? I know that. And I know. Is that what we're talking about? It's Gangnam Style, Bishak? Is that correct? Am I saying it correct? Don't forget the trailers. Wait, the trailers I'm supposed to watch, or do I have to go? Is that what you're talking about? I will watch the trailers, yes. Am I making trailers? I have trailers being made. The ones I sent you, yes, I will check those out, for sure. I'm going to check this. Let me double check, make sure just in case anybody else came on while I was any raiding peoples to do. Not at the moment. Need some more friends. Need some people, some creative peoples to send you guys over to. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Bishak, if you know any cool people that do streams, that do art, creative, anything like that, let me know. I want to pass around the buck. I want to help out as where I can. So, but thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Bishak. Thank you, Dreamer. Thanks everybody for coming into stream and hanging out with me for these few hours. I appreciate it. I don't think you guys quite know how much I appreciate it. I really do. But I hope you have a good, relaxing weekend. Make sure and take care of yourselves. Get some downtime, get some rest. Go do something fun. Go hang out. Don't get bottled down by news and life and world and jobs and stress and all of those things. Go do something fun. You know what? Go to the store, find yourself a Gundam model kit, buy that model kit, bring that model kit home, build that model kit, set it on your next to your computer screen or your TV, and look at it and be like, you know what? I did that. I did that thing. I put that together. What's a Gundam model kit? Get out of here. Is that a legit question? I will stay on for another 3 hours if I need to explain what a Gundam model kit is. I need to go touch grass. Yes, you do. I think we all do. I'm going to go touch some grass. I'm going to go hang out with Sora and see what's going on. See how she's doing. Let's see. Is she still out there? Look at that Coobers. Something's crawling on her. She was trying. She heard me. She's like, I heard the cackling. I know what's going on. Something's happening. There's some bees that like to hang out in that bush too sometimes, so they like to land on her every once in a while. Not to mention the hummingbirds like to take her fur sometimes. Alright, everybody. We'll leave Sora alone for now, but have a good weekend, and I will see you Sunday. If not then, I will see you on Monday, hopefully. But have a good afternoon, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Go get a Gundam.